I think we've got Soup on the right, and we're going to be watching him playing a bit of FuXi. So we have a request for FuXi. If you ever have a request for a God game to watch, especially a point of view one, then just let me know, because otherwise it will end up me just watching Loki all the time, because Loki is my favorite God. But anyway, we've got Soup. We've also not seen a Soup game for ages, so let's see what he can do. It is Megalopolis. We did just watch a Megalopolis game, but still, we're going to be watching him against Ineb, which is Benny, backwards for you guys playing at home. I made a video a long time ago where I was like, this Smurf is pretty good, and then Benny was like, it's me. I was like, yep, the capital letter at the back, we're going backwards. Definitely makes sense. But anyway, we do have FuXi, and of the Chinese gods, FuXi is my favorite. I don't play him very often, but I need to get a bit better with my Chinese. But FuXi, because of Naja, I just think he's pretty fun. So we'll see what Soup can do with that one. And I really liked how the Mister played him when China was first out, where he would go this rhino's getting a bit funky. Nicely played. Where he would go the god Zhenu, get the Chillin, which is the Healy horse fella, and run around with two Healy horse fellas and Naja and just do loads of raids and grab a town center. And I feel like that's the kind of strat I need to get on board with. Maybe we'll have to have a FuXi stream at some point to learn this guy. I did plan to do it before the tournament, but anyway, time got the better of me. But we'll see what Soup decides to do in this matchup. He's dropped his Peach Blossom Spring. I think that's close enough to the Sentry Tower, although I have been done by this before, where there is a certain distance where it looks like it should be next to it, and it's not. So Benny can come over and sneak one villager and stop it from Peach Blossom springing, but maybe not. What kind of build are we going for here? There is Quafu's on auto queue, so it is going to be the 3 Quafu advance time. Very, very fast 3 Quafus. I mean, it's something that FuXi can do pretty nicely. If you do get the temple on the back, you get the house, you get perfect positioning of all these things, you just get all the favor income in the world. It's going to be nice. And I think this is the second Megalopolis game where we've seen no relics. 0 relics. They spawn around the edge or something? Potentially they must spawn around the edge. Maybe this Sky Lantern is going to find one. Does find himself a gold mine. And I assume it's going to be an advanced time after this Quafu. He doesn't go for another one, does he? He goes for 4. 4 Quafus. Benny going for the classic Isis play, which is grab a second town center. I tell you what, we've seen this before. Isis grabbing a second town center with prosperity. And there was a relic here. Ranged attacks from human soldiers slow enemy units for a moment. That's basically snaring. It's going to be nice snaring up with the pioneers. And it's going to be Zhenu. Maybe we will see that. Some fire-breathing horses coming around. When I've played a bit of FuXi, something that I do like, and I think maybe it's good into Isis, somebody can tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will tell me if I am wrong. But going for some kind of fast heroic angle for getting some White Horse cavalry out, as I do like some cavalry against Isis, and just going into getting some really fast raiders, you do have access to the god. Oh, what is his name? Going to be Go Mang. Just needed to see his face and I knew. Go Mang, so you get the nice horse upgrades. You can go there off of 1 TC or 2 TC, whatever you do. And it is an OP relic for China, because you get all the ranged units. Ooh, this guy is going to survive. The peasants for this Chinese civ, they're so weak. So weak. I think it did move the low HP one over here, which was a good shout. But it's 2 HP. Like, they can barely take on a rhino, the poor guys. But in classic Soup fashion, it is a 5-minute plus advance time. And there's going to be another relic. Just removes favor cost from fortress buildings. Is nice. It's especially nice for the Isis player. Especially so if you go through Sobek. Because then they just become really, really cheap. Like 400 gold. And that's it. So you do want to take that away from the Egyptians whenever possible. And Soup does do that one. And We don't need to see this from Benny, but we knew he went for a second town center. But it looks like Soup is not doing that. He is going for Imperial Academies. He's going military camp, military camp, military camp. So this Pioneer is doesn't want it to be built. But it is going to be a full classical engagement coming out. And it is just Quafu's. He's not even building any peasants at all. He just has the favor every time. Do you just have the favor every time? Is this a thing? Does he get 10 before he gets another Quafu out? And then how he's building his buildings here, I mean, he's just gaining more and more and more favor. He's also just not caring. He's just telling Benny. Benny can see this. He's just like, yep, I'm building military barracks. That's just is what it is. Halberdier coming out. I think he just is going to have enough just for Quafus on repeat. What does this say? 13 per minute. No, they take less than a minute, don't they? How long do they take? 42 seconds. Yeah, so it isn't quite enough, I would imagine. Maybe it is. It's going to be some halberdiers coming in for some raids. This guy still bringing back the favor relic. The Chillin's just going to go around, slap those obelisks up. And yes, FuXi is a disgusting god. And one reason is this fella over here, Najar, coming in. There's plenty of priests, though. The priest can just heal up any damage that this bad boy wants to do. So Najar is just going to have to run away. And he's very small at this point. But Soup does have a decent amount of units. And Benny is on 2 TCs. So he does have to watch out. Soup has spent a hell of a lot of resources on Quafus, though. So you do have to watch out for that one. And Benny forced to use his Serpent God power. And is Soup just going to fight this one, or is he going to run away? He does have to vanish whenever he needs it. I think it would be a little bit too soon to use it at this point. But the Chilling can turn around, take all sorts of Serpent damage out, heal up all of his buddies. And we're not going to see more Chilling, because he is just going pure Quafu. How many does he have? He's got 6 already. They basically count as 3 villages, so extremely strong. The Pioneer's also snaring is nice from that relic. The Wuzu Javeliner also going to take out the obelisk. Pushing Benny off the elephants is nice, because, I mean, there's like a 2,000 food here pretty much. Also a gold mine. And there's also some food on this backside, which Benny has probably retreated to. Chillin takes out that obelisk, but loses quite a lot of HP for it. It's like Soup stopped building stuff for the while, but he's got plenty of units. Just force all this idle time. Look at all these villagers moving away. I've got 7 highlighted there, but there was about 15, I would probably say, that are just idled for so long. And there's nothing else here, apart from these monkeys, that a couple of units could just run over there, put a stop to it. Excuse me. I assume that's what the Chillin's probably going to do. Quafus dropping the houses down. More favor coming in. And that is going to be the end. So no more Quafus. His final total was 7. 7 is the magic Quafu number. Probably because he wants to save this favor for something a little bit later. Maybe he wants some upgrades. There has been a change. Oh, there's the other god. Anyway, there's been a change to the Halberdier upgrade through Shio, but that doesn't matter for this game. I can't remember what it does. I think it speeds them up now. It does something else. Doesn't do the OP snare. And it is just going to be more classical, more push. And this is a good shout. Reincarnation, if you're going for this classical push, where each time you lose 5 types of one unit, you get 1 for free coming from the temple. So pretty sick upgrade right there. Is it expensive? Not too bad. Kind of expensive. 250 and 20. Comes through in 10 seconds. FuXi. It's just FuXi things. He's not sending up the lanterns, which is interesting. Not wanting to see what Benny's doing. I mean, this is just a ladder game. It isn't like it's, it isn't some tournament game. If it's a tournament game, you're spamming those lanterns constantly. But maybe Soup. He was probably streaming. He was probably just chatting. Sitting back. Getting all his upgrades in. Getting his copper weapons, copper armor. Like how quickly they come through. It's another reason I like it. I like a bit of FuXi. A Quafu. What was he doing? The Quafu trying to build a barracks next to the gold mine, maybe? Drop a tower with it? I don't know. Something along those lines. There's going to be a sky lantern looking through. There is slingers, and priests. And some slingers. But Javelineers have more range than the Sling. No, they don't. Okay, they don't have more range. Slingers have more range. That's what I said. We're guessing the tournament results, are we? Rappel 5-0 in the finals. Ooh. That'd be a big sweep. Who is his opponent that he's going to 5-0? Pioneers come through. There's also some spearmen. That was kind of well hidden from Benny. Soup did not see that, even though he did use the lanterns. So it is all-out classical fight off of this 2 TCs from Benny. So Soup needs to... I mean, I say he needs to get something done. He's got plenty done here. He's forcing so much idle time still. Hasn't managed to kill the villagers, though, which is something you really do want to do. At least get a couple. Obviously, it's going to be very, very difficult to take out multiple against someone as good as Benny. But more chilling coming through. Nice bit of micro from Benny just to come in. I don't think he killed any units, though, but I'll love to see the eject out of the town center, run straight back in. And the ISIS player can also just empower this monument and get the same amount of healing that the Chillin's doing down here. If Benny decides to do that. Maybe you don't want to do that and lose all the eco, but it's a play I like. Second town center off the back of this. Soup knows that he's not going to be able to pressure this position in terms of taking it out. He can pressure the gold mine, which is what he's been trying to do this whole time, but he knows that he's going to have to get a town center at some point. Is Benny from EVS? Oh, someone says yes. I say I do not know. At the Kwafu again, he's trying to do the same thing. Benny is not letting it happen. I think this Kwafu should survive. It doesn't have survival equipment, but it does survive. So survival equipment came through as it comes through in 5 seconds for our boy FuXi. And now this is what Soup's after. Getting a couple more villagers, causing more idle time. 1 villager goes down, 2 villagers goes down. A bit of a flame and then runs away. Units getting confused because there's a berry bush. Someone needs to make some kind of meme about units getting lost around berry bushes. Because it's definitely common. Takes out a tower for free. Take that one. Why not? And the Chillin on his own, chilling on this gold mine. Okay, this would be a sick play. If Soup just gets about 4... I think it's 4 Chillin. It could be 5. If he gets 4 Chillin, drops this button, which is his invis, brings them all in, uses the flame breath on it, they all go down. I don't know if it's 4 or if it's 5. I've seen Kido do it a long, long time ago, but we need to see it. We also need to see this upgrade. This upgrade gives you extra healing. The healing plus 50% and gives you 5 extra range. So just bigger armies, more healing. But if you want more damage, then you just need more dudes. So it just depends if you value the healing. He's not even going to use the invis. He's just going for it. We'll see if 4 is the number. No, it's 5. I thought it was 5. Holy slingers, though. Benny has plenty to defend. So Soup's going to have to run away again. And there's going to be Sobek through. But more chilling. Even more. Oh. That's a pretty brutal locust. But the healing is in. And I was going to say, you can basically just invis away. 1 chilling. Yes. We see it. 1 invis. Let's go down. See if the chilling can run over here and find something good. He does have 5. 5 is the number. Can he get 5? Oh! I didn't hit it perfectly, but they're still going to be able to take out plenty and get away with their lives. Yes. This is the kind of play we like. That 6th one going down was actually a big deal. So Benny sniped that one nicely. He didn't know that was coming, but you got to expect it. I mean, you can't really counter it, apart from hide your villagers for the whole time, I guess. He had his units in the right place, but what else can you do? And it is Javelineer versus Slingers. What micro is going to be here? A nice bit of spread formation from Benny to deal with the chilling Fire Breath. Still gets so much damage off. Priest can heal that back up, though. It's not a big deal. But it's Pet Suchos on that side, and it's going to be a new bar. We don't see enough new bar, but when I play FuXi, I do like a new bar. The guy that eats stuff, what is his name? The guy that eats stuff is pretty good. and you get this rock solid tech where basically when I play FuXi, I do exactly what Soup's doing now, and I mass these chillin' up. I wouldn't have even got the the dudes earlier, the Quafus. Maybe that's a mistake, but I just go full chillin', and rock solid is the name of the tech, and it makes them, it just makes them so much better. Here they go. I couldn't have asked for a better FuXi game. This is a bit of me. Oh, look at this. It's absolutely brutal. Just disgusting. I mean, Benny, he does have the crocodiles, so, I mean, they're equally as disgusting if he wants to mass those ones. He does have 85 favor sat in the bank. That's about 4 crocodiles. Actually, they're 15 favor, aren't they? It's 5 crocodiles. These aren't invised, by the way. These guys are just running. They're just running in. An invis is 10 favor and 10 seconds away. So there is a potential for it. There's one villager. You kind of want more than one. But when they're not invis, you take what you can get. While this is going on, there is a big fight coming down on this side. Another locust coming in. And Soup does have to run away from it. What are these guys doing, though? Trying to run through. Nice bit of micro from Benny. All of these units are going down. There is going to be a ballet, but all the units go down. He can jump into the ballet if he feels like he can get away. Maybe he doesn't. Najar on the crocodile on the backside. But you know what we're looking for? We're looking for the boys. Benny does get in. And I think maybe maybe a bit too greedy with the chillin'. But they're still trying. Look at all the red units, though. The crocodile sat in the middle. Najar goes down way too quick. Here we go. Oh, the sneeze. It wasn't quite enough. Oh, they have survival equipment now. So they're down to 1 HP each. Oh, the magic number is 7 when survival equipment's in. Okay, that's one to write down. He realized from last time that he needed 1 more. So he brought 2 more, but survival equipment. Too good. Nerf survival equipment. I mean, Benny won the fight pretty hard, though. I think he overstayed his welcome with the ballet. The ballet did, like, a severe amount of damage, I would call it. But Soup's got his game plan. He's also got another town center. Does he have 4 TCs? He does have 4 TCs. So this is Megalopolis, so secured the middle one early doors, which we like to see. Is that the archer upgrade? Yeah, so this is the other reason to go new bar, is this upgrade for your dudes. So what is it? It shreds protections? What does it do? Yeah, reduces pierce and hack armor. It's pretty nice. Especially as he got that snare relic earlier, where units that he hits get snared. So maybe in these big fights that doesn't really matter very much. What can they do against the camels? Half HP. I think Soup is just aiming for critical mass of these things. If he could find a relic, maybe there's one in this corner. Well, for, I don't know, myth units use their special more often or something. No, there isn't. And Benny has found the counter, which are the priests, unfortunately. Now, where does Soup go from here? He's, there's a rock on this side. He's got plenty of gold mines secured. He doesn't have to worry about anything like that. He's got a ballet on the center position. Needs to keep his 4 TCs advantage, especially with Isis is pretty close to 4 TCs normally anyway, just because she gets her extra population. So you don't want to go down 4 to 3 TCs against an Isis player. That is for sure. Is that that's the hero upgrade yet? So heroes coming in, potentially. And it looks like both players are just sitting in heroic age. They're both civs that do like a mythic age. And Benny wants this middle. He's also got some camels potentially wanting to go for some raids down here by this town center. Not quite in range of the gold mine, so would be a pretty good raid from him if he is going for it. There is going to be a monument to the villagers on the front to stop any kind of put some healing down, stop any kind of god powers from coming through. I think the Chillin are just all going to go down to these priests. There's nothing to really deal with the priests. The Wuzu Javeliniers are trying their best. But this is not where the Chillin really work. They work as those sneaky boys, or a lot of chip damage where they can just come back and heal up. But in a full-on fight, they are not the ones. And all these priests back here are just putting a stop to it. If you can just run the Chillin away, use other units to deal with the priests would be nice. But now in come the siege towers as well. And Nubar maybe not looking the best shout now, as he doesn't have forest protection to deal with anything. He doesn't have his nice horses. And the priests can just sit and heal up the slingers. Look at that. The slingers just not going down to the Wuzu Javeliniers. Soup's going after the camel riders, unfortunately. The healing just gets ridiculous. And he has to run away. And Benny should get the middle town center, or at least take it out. Soup is 100 population, 100 villager population. So if he loses this, it's not like he's lost. But Benny does come back into this one. Soup just needs to kind of change up his army comp. Probably just getting rid of the Chillin will be able to get him to push back, as all those priests are just kind of heal bots now. They're not so good in the army in terms of dealing damage when there's no myth units around, and that is going to be the case. And Soup can push back pretty nicely. It's going to get his ballet back up, get more favor gain from it, and just need some units to take out these siege towers. 5 siege towers. Just needs to make sure that he's always on top of this Wuzu Javelinier micro. You can't stop it for a second when there's other units around, because you don't want them attacking the siege tower. When there's nothing else, you might as well take these things out. But they do a whole 1 damage a shot. So, gotta be cognizant of that. And Soup does manage to get his town center back. Yeah, it's kind of what we said. The priests, they're good at the healing, but when the myth units go away, they're just kind of dead weight in your army, taking up a lot of population to do a bit of healing. I think it's always worth having a few, probably 4 or 5, but he had at least 10. This rock has been chilling this whole time. There's an 85 cost Locust Swarm if he wants to go for it. I think you need something else with it, otherwise the villagers can run away, especially with survival equipment. Bafu on this side, drop another Baolei at any point. And Benny's hitting the go button again. It worked last time, why not go again? Not enough Petsuchos for my liking. 1 crocodile on 100 favor. That is not what we want to see, but it's because he's using the favor for this. Gets another Locust Swarm, even forcing out the Terracotta Riders. There are no healers to deal with this, whereas last time the Chillin were decent to heal this up pretty quickly. And I mean, Benny does pretty well with that, to be honest. Soup's, like we said, he's at 100 population, so he should be able to repopulate pretty quick. He's got so many resources. How many Baoleis? 2 Baoleis if he wants to spam out horses. This upgrade's looking like full bronze, except copper shields. And on this side, the laborers want to come through for this gold mine. See what they're doing. I wouldn't fight the Quafus. Looks like this guy wants to scrap. And actually Soup runs away. Surely the Quafus win that one. Oh, it's because the camels are coming over. Gets back. The peasants are back here. And I assume there's some kind of mythic age coming at some point. Yes, there is. There's going to be Gong Gong. I mean, Gong Gong's not as good as against Isis as anyone else, because you can't use your god power where you want because of this exact situation. The Mr. Monument. But if you can kill the monument, kill Cleopatra sat on it, then you should be pretty fine. Nice bit of spread formation as well. Benny's used that pretty nicely, as you can deal with the halberdiers well, as they just get melted by the chariot archers. Unupgraded chariot archers, though, which is interesting choice. I think maybe, I don't know, just maybe forgotten about that one, or just teched into it and didn't think he needs it. But Heavy Chariots goes pretty hard. It is Cleopatra. He doesn't sound like Cleopatra, but it is Cleopatra. I'm so surprised Soup's just leaving these guys. Not even just send... Okay, he is building a ballet. I'm going to say, not even just sending, like, one dude over there just to force all those guys away. And it is going to be these chariot archers trying to run away. Chariot archers, double Migdal stronghold. I imagine Benny's on this gold mine over here. He is kind of contained in his base. There's no wall up on this side even. Maybe if he could get a wall over here, there's going to be a trade for him. And he can sit in this game nicely. But we don't know if that's up there. I mean, we can assume it's not because the ballet can see pretty far. And there's also laborers on this side. And Soup's already getting up his ballet, getting up his tower, knowing that that is a possibility. Walling up this side in case he wants to go the other side. Also remembering... Okay, he's building 4 docks for whatever reason. But remembering to build the dock to get this guy. This guy spawns for free. And he is a myth unit that just walks on the water. Or walks on the land even. And Cleopatra, she is off of the Monument to the Priest just for 2 seconds. And that is all it takes. And all of the units come back. And that is just what Soup was waiting for, was for Cleopatra to need a milk bath for just a hot second. And that was it. And Soup does manage to take that one. Again, yeah, you should never basically get that god power off against the ISIS doing the empowerment, but you just gotta wait for them to stop. It's a shame we didn't get to see more chillin' kills, but Soup played it. Soup played it how I like, so it's all good.